Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the Horowitz in the Sefer HaMitzvos HaKotzar. This is Mitzvahs Loisa, say the negative commandment, Kuf Lamed Daled 134. Shelo lahachzir gerushasai mishenisleis le'acher. If a man divorced his wife, although there is a concept called machzir gerushasai, that he's allowed to remarry her if he would like, that's only as long as she didn't get married to somebody else. But if in the interim, after you divorced her, she went and she married someone else, and then she got divorced from that person as well, and now the first husband wants to remarry her, then he's not allowed to. Shenemar, like it says in the Torah, Lo yuchal ba'ala arishon asher shilcha, the first husband who sent her away, who divorced her, is not allowed, lo shuv lekachta, not allowed to take her again. Achrei asher hu tamah, after she became defiled, which means after she was with another man. If the first husband, however, took her back and then he had intimate relations with her, so the man has transgressed this prohibition where he's not allowed to remarry his wife. And we force him to divorce her and to let her go free because he's not allowed to be married to her. Even if she didn't get married, she just went and made the kiddushin, she just got engaged to another man. She got divorced from her first husband, she got engaged to a second husband, and now she wants to come back and marry the first husband. Nesra al baila arishon, she's still going to be also prohibited to her first husband. However, if she got divorced from the first husband, and then she went and she had znus, like this harlot that we spoke about yesterday. Lo nesra al hamigarish, in that particular case, says the Horowitz, she does not become also prohibited to the one who divorced her. It's only when she makes some kind of a binding marriage with the second husband, whether it's just engagement or all the way to chuppah and consummation of the marriage, but in this case she would still be permissible. Ubechal lavze, included in this prohibition, isha shezansa tachas ba'al, if you have a woman who ends up committing what we would call immorality, adultery, or harlot type of activities while she's still married to her husband, she becomes usher, she becomes prohibited to her husband. Shenemar, like it says, Achrei asher hu tamah, it says after she became defiled, V'harei nitma, she's defiled over here because she ended up having relations out of wedlock with somebody else. So now, if she was taken advantage of, and we'll call it rape, she was raped against her will, if she's not the wife of a kohen, in that case, she would then still be permissible to her original husband. She would not be prohibited. But if she would be the wife of a kohen, her husband was a kohen, and she now wants to go back to be with him, in that case, the fact that she was taken advantage of, even though that it was against her will, on the level of Kedusha, the sanctity of the Kohanim, they would not be allowed to take her back. This is something that applies everywhere, all of the time, to make sure that if a woman ends up getting divorced from her husband, if there's ever any talk of machzir gerushasa, of going back to the original husband, has to make sure that there's not a marriage that takes place in between. Have a wonderful day.